Fourier series solution of one-dimensional wave equation. Suppose a string of length L has its ends fixed. String is allowed to make transverse vibrations. These vibrations can be studied by one-dimensional wave equation given by dou square y by dou t square equals alpha square times dou square y by dou x square with initial deflection f of x and initial velocity g of x where x range from 0 to L. That is, x denote length or distance or displacement along the string. Let us call one-dimensional equation as equation 1. We have already solved equation 1 and obtained general solution as y of xt equals a cos lambda x plus b sin lambda x multiplied to c cos lambda at plus d sin lambda at. Let us call the solution as equation 2. We have the boundary conditions given by y of 0t equals 0 and y of lt equals 0 for all values of t greater than or equal to 0. The initial conditions are given by y of x0 equals f of x and dou y by dou t at x0 equals g of x, where x range from 0 to L. Let us apply the condition y of 0t equals 0 in equation 2. Y of 0t equals 0 means that we have to give x equals 0 and t remains as t itself. In equation 2, when you give x equals 0, you get a into cos 0 plus b into sin 0 multiplied to this expression. We have cos 0 equals 1 and sin 0 equals 0. Thus we arrive at this equation, and from here we have capital A can be equated to 0. Giving the particular value a equals 0 in equation 2, which is the general solution, we will get the solution rewritten as y of xt equals b sin lambda x multiplied to c cos lambda at plus d sin lambda at. In this equation, we have just given a equals 0 and we arrived at equation 3. In equation 3, we will apply the condition y of lt equals 0, so that equation 3 becomes b sin lambda L multiplied to c cos lambda at plus d sin lambda at equals 0. We have just given x equals L, t equals t and y of lt equals 0, which makes this term y of xt equated to 0. Thus we arrive at this equation, and from this equation we have b sin lambda L can be equated to 0. When sin lambda L is equated to 0, we get lambda L equals n pi, from where we obtain lambda equals n pi by L, where n belongs to set of all integers. Since we have obtained lambda equals n pi by L, we can rewrite equation 3 as y of xt equals b times sin pi nx by L multiplied to c cos pi nat by L plus d times sin pi nat by L. Constant b into constant c can be considered as another constant an. Similarly, constant b multiplied to constant d can be considered as another constant bn. Thus, we can rewrite equation 3 as y of xt. We have given the suffix n because we are considering every n that is applicable here. We have yn of xt equals sin pi nx by L multiplied to an cos pi nat by L plus bn sin pi nat by L, where an and bn are arbitrary constants. We have by superimposition principle, if a differential equation has n solutions y1, y2, etc. yn, then their linear combination is also a solution for the differential equation. Here we have yn xt obtained as solution. Linear combination of these solutions will also be a solution, and we have general solution obtained as y of xt equals summation n ranges from 1 to infinity sin pi nx by L multiplied to an cos pi nat by L plus bn sin pi nat by L, which is the solution for one-dimensional wave equation. Let us call this solution as equation 4. In this equation, when you apply the condition y of x0 equals f of x, you have y of xt replaced by f of x. In the RHS, you will give x equals x and t equals 0. When t equals 0 is given here, this becomes 0 because sin 0 is 0. Since cos 0 equals 1, we obtain RHS reduced in the form summation n equals 1 to infinity an sin pi nx by L, where an is known as Fourier coefficient. Thus, applying the condition y of x0 equals f of x in 4, we obtain equation of this format, and an, the Fourier coefficient, is given by an equals 2 by L times integral 0 to L f of x sine pi n x by L dx. Now we will differentiate equation 4, which is this equation, so that our LHS become dou y by dou t and RHS become summation n ranges from 1 to infinity sine pi n x by L an into derivative of cos pi n a t by L with respect to t plus bn into derivative of sine pi n a t by L with respect to t. Since derivation is carried out with respect to t, we have sine pi n x by L, an and bn are constants. Derivative of cos pi n a t by L is obtained as negative sine pi n a t by L into derivative of this coefficient with respect to t, which gives pi n a by L. Similarly, derivative of sine pi n a t by L with respect to t is obtained as cos pi n a t by L multiplied to pi n a by L. Thus, differentiating equation 4 with respect to t, we obtain this expression, and in this expression, we will give x equals x and t equals 0, so that we will get dou y by dou t at x 0. By initial condition, we have dou y by dou t at x 0 is g of x. When you give t equals 0, we have sine 0 becomes 0 and cos 0 becomes 1. Thus, our RHS reduces to summation n equals 1 to infinity bn pi n a by L multiplied to sine pi n x by L, where bn is the Fourier coefficient. We have Fourier coefficient bn is given by 2 by pi n a times integral 0 to L g of x sine pi n x by L into dx. Thus, we have Fourier series solution for one-dimensional wave equation obtained in this format, where an and bn denotes Fourier coefficients. This form of Fourier series solution gives us the information that solution of one-dimensional wave equation can be obtained as sum of terms involving sine and cosine functions, which are the most familiar periodic functions.